Welcome to Why Edge Machine Learning. Now that we have a better understanding of what EdgeML means, let's look at why we need EdgeML. As we saw in the Red Hat definition, the primary reason for EdgeML is low latency or real-time prediction requirement. Let's take the self-driving vehicle example again and see why it is super important that self-driving cars use EdgeML. Let's say there's a self-driving car driving itself on a busy city road. As it drives, it collects data about the weather, the time of the day, pedestrians, cyclists, other cars, the road signs, etc. It uses this data to make decisions about whether to accelerate, brake, turn left or right 30 to 50 times per second. If this data was to go to a cloud provider or a central server, it would be impossible to get the decision back to the car in this time span of 0.02 to zero point 0.03 seconds. Think of the consequences in that case. Another reason for using EdgeML is poor or no connectivity to the cloud. Extending the self-driving car example, let's say you wanted to go on a hiking trip to a mountain, or maybe on a desert safari in your self-driving car. If these remote places had bad or no internet connectivity, the self-driving car wouldn't work. Taking another example, let's say you are in charge of maintenance of an oil and gas pipeline that goes through 1,000 kilometers of desert. Manual inspection in this scenario would be impractical. Using a regular IoT device and sending pipeline pressure data to a cloud provider or a server would also not be possible due to connectivity issues. The solution? Again, use EdgeML to perform data processing at the edge and then send a radio signal to the nearby transmitter tower, which can then transmit it forward to the concerned authority. The third reason for using EdgeML is the high bandwidth and cloud provider cost. Coming back to the self-driving car example, let's say for the car to work, it in each cycle produces 6 images, some LiDAR data and some proximity sensor data totaling 5 megabytes. As we discussed previously, decision to accelerate, brake, turn left or right is made on this data. This decision is made 30 to 50 times per second. So in 1 second, at least 150 megabytes of data is generated. For a half an hour ride to the office and back, 22 days of the month, 11.3 terabytes of data would be generated. So not only would your internet cost be extremely high, but also your cloud provider cost. Something similar would happen with the cost if you were to take images of products on a manufacturing conveyor line and then send them to the cloud to make a decision as to whether the product was defective or okay. The solution? Use EdgeML to make product quality decisions locally at the edge, as shown, to substantially reduce your ML running or operating costs. The final reason you would want to use EdgeML is the legal restrictions and compliance requirements imposed on and by certain industries. Let's say that there is a government facility and it uses cameras to monitor the 24/7 security of the place, both inside and outside the building. If we were to send this video feed to the cloud, there is a chance it could be hacked. We have all seen movies where bad guys hijack the video feed of important government establishments, and as the in charge of security, we wouldn't want it to happen to our place. So, what do? Of course, EdgeML. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one where we talk about computer vision. See you there.